Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. We have a great webinar today. We're going to talk about the real estate theme on eDirectory. Thanks for joining. Some quick logistics before we get started. We will be posting a recording of the webinar onto the eDirectory blog within 24 hours. So if you want to check back later or forward the webinar to somebody else, you'll be able to find it at the footer of eDirectory.com in the blog section. The second thing is, if you have any comments or questions during the webinar, you can drop them into the online chat. And we will stop periodically as well as answer more questions about this topic or anything else at the end of the webinar. For some introductions, I am James. I'm the founder of the company. And with us today, we have Gabriel and Larissa from our marketing team. Hi, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining.
And we have some upcoming webinars. We run these every other Wednesday. The next one is going to be a webinar focused on local search engine optimization for online directories. We have a number of great tips. And September 3rd, we're going to have mastering the listing template editor. And you could register on edirectory.com/webinars. And for anybody new here, just some background on eDirectory. It is a system, this is a system that we sell to build directory-style websites and mobile apps. It is used for all sorts of different purposes, including lead generation websites, vendor directories, local guides, membership sites, and much more, as well as real estate, which we're talking about today. It is highly customizable without doing any coding. We have a WYSIWYG editor widget based where you can change colors and branding and fonts and layout and functionality. Also, the system's unique in that it has native iPhone and Android apps that you can build and submit to the Apple Store and the Android Store under your own brand, under your own name, and the database is all connected and updated real time. And we spent a lot of time on SEO optimization, so these sites do get results. And we have a source code, PHP source code version available, license available if you do want to integrate with other systems or make modifications yourself. We also have a full development team where we can quote you on projects, build out projects as well if you don't want to do it yourself. So visit eDirectory.com to schedule a private demo or talk to an account exec about how it might fit your needs. And we have a feedback tool that is available if anybody has any feature suggestions or anything else, and if you identify any friction or anything in the system. It is available at ideas.edirectory.com, and this is a great way to submit these ideas and make sure that we see them and are aware of them and can potentially include them into the product roadmap. And with that, I'll turn it over to Gabriel now, I guess, he's going to run the presentation today on the real estate scene. So Gabriel, here you are.
Okay, thank you, James. Hi, everybody. Welcome again. So let's just take a look for today's agenda. So this is what we are going to cover. So first, we will do an intro on the real estate theme, including how easy it is to set it up. Next, we will explore the exclusive listing fields and search filters that let you build for any niche. Then we'll cover the three main ways you can populate your real estate website. And after that, we'll talk about creating valuable listings and how to attract and convert visitors. Then we will talk about a crucial topic, which is SEO for real estate websites using the built-in tools that eDirectory has. And we will take a look on boosting discoverability with search and maps. And finally, we'll cap it all off with a live demonstration just to give you a tour of how the real estate theme is made to work. Okay, so let's begin. So an introduction on the real estate theme of eDirectory. So what is the real estate theme? So the most important thing is to know that it's a core part of eDirectory. It's been since previous versions of eDirectory and is specifically designed for simplicity and to create powerful listings to attract, visitors, leads that are interested in renting, maybe buying, or if you're a realtor or if you have an agency or you are planning to offer real estate of any kind, you can rely on this theme. So this means that it's stable and secure, and it is seamlessly integrated with eDirectory as well as the mobile apps. And for those who want to get a head start, we have a support article that I am quoting here on the presentation, that it is basically a step-by-step on how you can set the configurations for this theme. You can see here on the bottom. And yes, so it has a beautiful design as well, so super easy to use, and I will show you around it. So, okay, so first things about the listing fields. So just a second. Yeah. So, okay. So one of the biggest challenges in this type of directory and the real estate area is that you have to have different types of templates for you actually to register your listings. For example, one size does not fit all. So we have a listing template editor that is a very powerful tool that comes in a directory where you can create different templates, whether for listings, for realtors, and even for entire agencies. So that's something that is pretty unique to a directory, where you can not only list the properties, but also you can link the properties to a certain realtor or to a certain agency. So you can combine these. So for example, if you have a small real estate agency, or if you're a realtor working by yourself and you have an inventory of properties, or if you have clients that does that type of work, they can have their own profile on the directory, on your directory website, and then list all their properties that are linked together with such person. So that's pretty easy to do as well. And for example, you can create categories for any type of property as well, from apartments, houses, warehouses, cabins, cottages, and you can explore and dominate specific niches, whether it's luxury real estate, cabins for rent. We have a client that does retreat spas, that only rents retreat places and spots for people looking for spas and treatments and stuff like that. So temporary student housing is another one that you can explore. So any of these niches you can integrate with the real estate theme inside the directory. And another big topic would be populating your real estate directory. So any kind of directory website is nothing without the listings, without the content. So how do you get them into your website? Using a directory, you have these main three methods. So method one would be the manual entry. So if you have a person or a realtor or a small agency that they have like a small inventory of properties, they can register and they can list these properties one by one, just fill in the fields that the platform gives them, so they can do that manually. Another method that I can show you later is the bulk import via CSV files. That means that I think this is the fastest way. So you can, for example, if you have a realtor or someone, a broker that has a list of properties that they have, collected over months of weeks of work, they can simply create an Excel file in the form of CSV as well. And then eDirectory offers you an option to map the columns in your file directly to the custom fields that are available on the real estate website. So you can just match, for example, property name, address, contact, email, value, number of bedrooms, number of car parking spots. So it's pretty easy to integrate with the real estate theme. And the last method that would be for the American market and Canadian market as well. I think you know that you have there is a software called called IDX that connects. These are like the gold standard in the US and Canada property listings. So this is the hands-off approach for ultimate automation. So that's perfect for our agencies with large inventories, or very professional real estate brokers as well. So that could be customized with eDirectory to work. That would require a custom development from our team. It's possible to do, but since it's a very established market, there's no way we can compete against like from this provider. So we would recommend you to go on the bulk listing port, for example, via CSV. But it's just to mention that it's possible to connect it via custom development. Okay. So, okay, creating valuable listings. So after you have created listing or imported or bulk import via CSV file, once the listings are in, you need to make them valuable. So it's about creating a rich showcase and not just like a data sheet. So the first of all, in real estate, the visuals are everything. So visuals are key. You as a real estate directory owner, there's a service that you can offer. For example, you can hire a professional photographer, a professional real estate photographer, and bundle that into your value proposition for your leads, for your clients, because to create not only the good photograph from the properties, but also you can create videos and then you can use the same pictures to create a gallery inside a directory, and also you can link the video that you have created for the property and also add in the listing, so you can create much more value for someone that is browsing or looking for a place to rent or a place to buy as well. And as I've mentioned earlier, so the connections as well, you can not only create, of course, the listings for the properties itself, but you can build detailed agent and agency profiles with their numbers, how to connect them, what are the properties that they have listed under their name as well, or under their company. And there is also, you can use widgets, for example, to link related properties from the same agency or the same owner of such properties. So you can offer like a pretty good listing with a very good value for someone that is looking for where to they can subscribe for a real estate website, for example. So when you build this, you are creating a very valuable listing for your clients. Talking briefly about SEO right now. So this is a huge advantage. So for example, eDirectory has the fundamentals built-in SEO tools like customizable URLs, editable meta tags, and editable meta keywords as well. Also the fields for the summary description and the full description. But the real power here lies in the automated schema markup for the real estate listing that is applied, that is automatically added once you turn on the real estate plugin. If you don't know what it is, the schema markup, also known as structured data, is a piece of code that is added to the website HTML code that helps search engines to understand the content of a page that they're seeing. In this case, we have this code in any real estate listing page. So what that means is essentially it will act as a translator, allowing Google or Bing or any search engine to better interpret the information and display it in a more informative and user-friendly way in search results, potentially including rich snippets. So the result of this, your listings can show up as a featured snippet on Google, leading to increased visibility and higher click rates as well, because it's designed to give you a competitive edge. So you have probably seen it, for example, when you search, I don't know, a room to rent or a place to rent. Sometimes you see on Google that they will show you, for example, availability, number of bedrooms, prices as well. So eDirectory has also the same. And that is done because of the schema markup. In this case, it's called a real estate listing, and eDirectory offers that built-in inside this theme as well. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we have the listings. They look beautiful. We know that the schema markup is already set up for us. You don't have to worry about it. So everything is optimized for the Google search. So, okay, so how does, for example, a user would find a property inside your directory website? So first of all, you will see that I'm pointing here that the search bar is different from the usual eDirectory search bar. You can create different categories. You can use the locations as well. For example, in this case, I have this field that is called property type. So if you click here, you will see different properties, for example, apartment, flats, family houses, or cabins, warehouses. It depends on the strategy and or what type of property you are intending to sell here. Also, there is this toggle here where you can either configure your properties for buy, rent, or both. So we offer this. It's easier to manage when you can use these different fields to actually we have thought about this because a lot of websites offer this either you buy a property or rent, but not always they'll let you use the same property for renting or buying, etc. So we decided to implement this filter as well. I will show you inside a directory how it works. So it's super easy as well. And also you can use the directory map tool to, for example, if you were niched on a certain city or a certain state and you are only intending to work local with local businesses and local properties, it depends on your region, you can set a map, the directory standard map, to show only your region. And also all the listings that you have there, all the properties that you have listed, they will appear on a map, just like you see on any other real estate website, okay? Now I will go for the demonstration here quickly so I can show you around the theme. I hope that you can see my screen right here. So this is the standard demo that we have for the directory website, for the real estate theme. As I've mentioned, you have the search bar. All of these are categories that I created for the website, are the same as these ones. So the website looks pretty, easy to understand. For example, we have this are the featured listings that I have set up here. So you can see I already have the price. I already have the icons for the number of bedrooms, car parking spots, number of bathrooms as well. I have another recommended for you properties. It also works with the articles in the blog, so you can use this to boost your SEO. So now I will show you how you can set up. So first things first, the way you set up the real estate plugin, you have to get in touch with our support team. You can either call them, chat with them here on the live chat tool, or you can send them an email at support@edirectory.com. Just ask them, hey, I would like to turn on my real estate plugin on my website, okay? And they will help you to do that. So let's go to the site manager here. I want to show you. So once you have that ready, you would go to the content tab, listings. So this, I'm going to show you now how to enable the real estate website on, if you have, for example, you already have a directory website, but you are starting to, okay, maybe I will start, trying to list some properties and see how it works. This is the steps that you have to do, okay? So once you go to the listing templates, mine is already done here, but I would do it again for you. You just click on add listing template, and you will see that this button here will appear, enable property fields for this template. So for example, you can name it new real estate listings. For example, this would be the name I want to give it. You just
Or it
check.
might be something like beach houses or something even more specific for it
Definitely.
as well.
Yeah. For example. So yeah, so let's say my main niche would be beach houses. And then you just toggle this switch on. And what this will do is it will activate the specialized real estate fields within this theme. Okay, so everything here looks the same. And once you save it, you can now start registering, list properties using this new template. Another example that I've created here, for example, I created another template for real estate agencies and another one for realtors. So you can change the field, for example, for the realtors, they can only have the contact information and maybe some related listings that they might have under their name. For the real estate agency, you can add a little bit more fields, for example, location, business hours, linked listings as well. And for the real estate listing template as well, as I can now, of course, they will have, for example, number of bedrooms, pricing, if it is for rent or for buy. Let me show a listing of how it looks from the inside. So right now I'm going through all my listings here on my demo website. Let's click this one. So usually on real estate websites, the name of the listing usually is the address. You can see here that this listing is linked to this template. Let me click edit. Okay. So I have the photo gallery right here with the best images that I can make of such property. I have the category as well. So again, you can create how many categories you wish. It depends on your niche, on your strategy. Okay. And also the account. So here is, for example, where you would select a realtor or a real estate agency which is the owner of this listing. So in this case, for example, I have the McDonald Realty Ltd here. The description fields, all the usual, the longer description fields as well. You can also use the AI assist to generate a more engaging listing. This listing for, let me turn this on. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me turn this off. Okay. So you can make it richer and more enticing for the reader, for the user. So this is the keywords for search. For example, okay, so this is a luxury apartment in Miami. So you can, for example, apartment Miami. So this is for the search field. This is for this. For example, you are writing here some keywords that would make this listing pop up on a search when someone is looking for a Miami apartment, luxury stay in Miami, you name it. You can just type in the keywords here. And then these are the specific fields for properties. So once you turn on the real estate plugin, you will have access to these fields right here. Okay. So that's sale, rent, sale, and rent. You can use fields here to put the prices on, the year, when the property was built, size. You can change this from square feet to meters as well, if it's a thing on your region, if you use a metric system on your region. The land size, number of bedrooms, garage, and number of bathrooms. Okay, so the rest would be pretty standard. So you can add the locations, you can add social media, and then you can have these features. For example, on this condo, you have the fitness center, Wi-Fi is already furnished, hot water heater, key card entry, open balcony, pet friendly, you name it. So if you want to add something more, you can use, for example, an icon, and then you can name a new feature here, and then you just click add, and it will show on the listing. I will show you how it looks on the front side as well. And then you have the SEO fields right here. So here is where you can, for example, you can change the SEO title or the SEO keywords for something more enticing. If someone is looking for stay in Miami or any other place, you can use the keywords for that. You can do a research keyword for your local area and also use that on the descriptions. And once you're done registering this listing, let me show you how it looks from the outside. View listing. So this is what it would look like. So you see you have the pictures here. Then you have the listing owner. Then you have the specific field. So it is a very well thought design here where you can see all the information, the address, contact number, website. So you have the address on a map as well, the description. All of these are the features that I've mentioned inside the listing. So this is yellow because it's the branding that we chose for this, but you can, of course, you can change fonts, font styles and colors to match your brand identity. And also you may like, we selected a few listings. For example, this could be from a competitor or based on location. For example, these are all would be from the nearby area in Miami, or you can use this to showcase only a realtor or a real estate agency other listings, okay? So yes, this is basically the presentation. I think that now we can open up for
questions?
questions.
Okay, great.
Yes.
I actually wanted to just mention quickly the API access from Zillow and MLS, how that works in the United States for people that aren't necessarily aware. The whole real estate industry in the US is basically a cartel, essentially, and the access to the listing database is centralized in this MLS. And to get access to that, you need to sign the site owner needs to sign a contract or whatever with the MLS service. There are fees potentially substantial for that, and it's a little bit difficult to get access. You have to be qualified under whatever their requirements are. Zillow has an API as well, I believe. It is listed as invite only to get access to that API. So it is a little bit difficult to just get like general real estate access. And many people, what they're actually doing is either they are doing something very niche, either a location that isn't sort of MLS, like an island or something somewhere that has local listings, or some type of a property that may not be highlighted in the MLS. And this may be something strange like a church for sale or something along those lines. So a lot of people are using it for those kind of very niche things that don't necessarily need the MLS access. Or the second thing is for individual real estate agents, it's still important or great to be on a directory website and list a couple properties. And so the way they often get that data is just exporting from their own access to the MLS database. Like a real estate agent will have access and they're able to put their own data into a spreadsheet and then upload it into the listing or something along those lines. And that works pretty well for people doing that. Or they just manually put in a couple extra listings to do lead gen, other lead gen. People are out there searching for 3-bedroom houses in a certain neighborhood or something along those lines, and they might show up on your site and generate a couple leads from that. So with that all, Larissa has a couple tips she's going to post in here for everybody on why somebody may still want to do real estate, even if it isn't like a full-on real estate search site and it's sort of an add-on for a guide or something along those lines. So I hope that explains it, the situation with MLS. It is a little bit difficult in the US. Internationally, the market is still very fragmented in a lot of places, and so there is a demand. And then there are places that do, it isn't just the MLS, but there are some other data providers that have real estate data. And they may be data, I don't know how they get the data, and you may be able to get access to that API. and then you can reach out to our team and we can help get you a quote on implementing that or feeding in that API to get that data in your directory. So hopefully that gives a little more context on the data situation. And with that, yeah, if anybody has any other questions, yeah, other questions. Let me see. I don't think I see too many more questions. Do you guys have anything else to add here, Larissa or Gabriel, at this point?
Um, yes, just adding to what you mentioned, James. I think that this real estate theme is a great opportunity for niche properties. Those ones that are not very commercial or very niche, for example, beach houses, cottages, cabins, retreats and stuff like that, or small farms for renting, for events, for like 2 nights events, for weddings and stuff like wedding venues on the farm, on the fields and stuff like that. This is, I think, it would be a great use of the real estate theme.
Okay, great. Fantastic. So any last questions about this topic or anything else? Drop them in here. Team's working hard on the product, so we have a lot of new stuff coming in the coming months. We're really excited about that. And oh, we had a question come in. I wanted to be able to promote my site with WhatsApp. I'm going to leave that one to Larissa to answer. I think she's our WhatsApp expert here.
Yes, hello. Actually, WhatsApp is something that we are thinking about a lot, especially here in eDirectory. So I'm gonna send you an email on that because we are creating a little package for that. So if you
hmm
can send me your email here, I will let you know, okay?
Yeah, and so you should always get a WhatsApp business account, and that's very easy to drop into your eDirectory site on the bottom, just to add to what she's saying there. And you can have it on there, WhatsApp business account on your sort of chat on your website, and that works fantastic. The great thing about WhatsApp is you get people's contact info when they reach out to you, so you know what their phone number is, and they're typically much more responsive than email.
Yes.
So it's a great feature. It's a great
Yes,
feature.
and we have a plugin ready for WhatsApp that you can just integrate there. And you can do automations for like you can know when people are contacting you from different pages of different parts of your site. So I will send you everything by email, but just let me know. Oh, I already got it. Got it.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Oh, we had a comment here from James Henry. The images on the demo site are a little bit off. Is there a way to fix that? Yeah, we probably just need to check that. So if Gabriel and Larissa, if you guys can mark that
Sure.
to review our demo and just make sure the images are all, it's typically the cropping or something pre-upload to them. But certainly we can fix the images should be looking good there. It depends on what you upload, obviously.
Yes.
Um, do you use WhatsApp API? So for WhatsApp, yeah, it there's like a snippet of code that you drop in there, and I think that snippet actually uses the WhatsApp API, but it's some pre-built thing that you get from WhatsApp. Drop it into a
Yes.
widget, and then it'll show up on the website. Our support team, I think we have an article, and if we don't, we'll get you the info on how to get that in there.
Yeah, I will send you everything because there are multiple ways to use it. We have the plugin ready, but you can also change it and, personalize your messages or everything.
Great. Fantastic. Well, thanks, I guess, if there's no more questions. Thanks everybody for joining us today. Oh, we got one more. Let's see. Can agents add their own MLS code to the site? Is that also a no-go? No, agents can list their MLS code, their MLS number, I believe, on the website. Also, agents may have some way to get their own listings, a snippet that they're able to publish through a custom content URL, depending on how that works. For their own listings that they control, but they can post their MLS number or registration number on the site. I believe that's no problem to do that. So you can reach out to us if you're trying to do something along those lines, and we can help you figure out what's possible there. Um, how about a QR code to capture listings on sites? Yeah, we do have a QR code feature. Do you guys have more details on the QR code feature you can explain?
The QR code that we
Uh,
have, it's for deals, if I'm not mistaken.
hmm
I'm not sure it is for listings. I can double check real quick.
No, it is. It is for deals, and then you can use the QR code to create a promotion of an offer or a deal, and then you can claim that. But it's not something that you can, for example, claim
Embed
a
in the listing.
listing or something like that. Yes, it's just for
That's
the deal
super easy
section.
to implement, though. We'll check on that because that is a good
Yes.
idea to have, within the listing a
Yes,
QR code so somebody
you could
looking.
create a QR code and put that inside the listing through an image or a downloadable file or something like
Mhm.
this.
Yeah.
Uh, Work around it.
A workaround, yeah. So there are ways to get that done if needed, and we'll look at potentially having a QR code widget in the listing because that is potentially a good feature for somebody reviewing on their laptop that wants to move it over to a mobile device. Follow up from James Henry. Is there a widget for that? I believe he was talking about the custom MLS code, and that would be something that you would just do a regular sort of custom content widget in the listing, putting that snippet inside of the data. So I think the first thing is figuring out from an agent. I'm not a real estate agent, so I don't know all the fine details about how all that works specifically. But if you can figure out how they typically embed their listings in some other place, because you see that all over the place, then we can easily include that into the directory. There should be just a little snippet that's dropped into the listing for that. Okay, great. Last call for questions. Anybody? After the webinar today, we will have a quick survey that'll pop up on Zoom. If you can give us some feedback, it's very helpful for us. We're trying to constantly make these webinars better. And it looks like no more questions. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. And we'll have a good webinar on some local SEO.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks a
Bye.
lot. Have a great day.